Hello, everyone out there. My name is Craig Ries. I'm with Hollywood Junket, and we actually will be recapping last night's Knockouts, the final episode of the Knockouts from this season's The Voice, with last season's contestant, Joanna Serenko.
I'm in. Oh my God,
Yes!
sorry.
Joanna!
Hello. Sorry, my Wi-Fi was spotty for a second, but I'm
Oh,
in.
you're good. It just
How
clicked
are
on for
you?
us. I'm great. Great to see you again.
Great to see you too. Long time no see, honestly.
Has been a long time. This year has made it feel even longer. So,
Yes, indeed. It's been quite a long year, honestly. But then I think about it and I'm like, wow, it flew by really fast.
I know, yeah, like time
Crazy.
was not time this year.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
exactly. It even is time.
Well, let's recap with you real quick. I have been following you ever since the show, and I love that you're still posting like live performances. You just released a lyric music video a couple weeks ago that's so good. And so great job on like sticking with it and keeping it going. I love seeing it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been nice to have the COVID downtime to be working on stuff like that, that I'm liking to do. But I'm also in school, which has been taking up a lot of time as well. So I'm just trying to find, the balance with all of it and just trying to find, peaceful time to be able to, make music and create and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to for sure.
Have you been doing school from home?
Yeah, it's been like a hybrid. My
Hmm.
school's in St. Louis, so I'm like only 20 minutes away. So some of the stuff, like the labs, I have to go do in person. But for the most part, we've been doing like a hybrid of both in school and online. But I think we're switching back to online for good for this next semester. So
Wow. Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Crazy times.
Yeah, honestly, but if school has made me realize anything, it's just definitely that I would love to just keep up with my music, making sure that, I'm, gonna get it all released and just doing my best at that to, not have to need school.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Just keep it up.
Thank you. Yeah,
Well,
so
let's talk about The Voice.
yeah. I've been keeping up as best as I can, but mostly using like their Instagram, watching their videos and stuff like that. Um,
Hmm.
but I did watch the whole episode last night, and I was like so blown away by all the talent this season. It's insane. And I was having so much trouble picking between people that I would want to win. So we can dive in for sure.
Yeah, it's I mean it's talented every year, but yeah, this year especially I think. And it's just it's interesting too because all these artists, because of COVID haven't been able to perform live, so you can tell they're just like loving that they're getting at least a chance to be on a stage and
Yeah,
perform again. So I think
absolutely.
that also helps with the performances. They're
For
like,
sure, it
yes.
does. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I know. I'm craving doing something live music. I'm like, what's missing in my life right now? And I'm like, oh yeah, like not playing in front of an
An
audience.
audience.
Yeah,
Yes.
totally, totally. Yeah, but they're all killing it. My phone was at low power.
Well, give me your thoughts about last night. Oh, you're doing good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you can hear me. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So first was Marissa versus Tanner. That's how you say his name, right? I just
Yeah.
want to make sure I'm not messing it up. So I loved both of them so much. I loved her song, the Cher song, and his song, Tim McGraw, um, "Real Good Man." Like I think he totally killed that. He Tanner he had so much heart and character and confidence with
Mm-hmm.
that song that I was just like blown away. But it was so hard because he was put up against somebody who crushed it. Like, literally, she had great control. I loved her arrangement, and she just had these like really high belting notes. She killed it. She didn't crack. She did an amazing job with that. So it was so hard for me to pick. I'm like, well, I love this guy's like personality and swag with like the whole country, like soulful R&B because he had all the runs and stuff too. So oh my gosh, Julia Cooper's on too. Oh my gosh, hi, you killed it. um, but yeah, so it was definitely hard for me to pick with that one, but I can see why Kelly went, is Kelly right? Yeah, why
Yes.
Tanner was picked. But they both killed it. It was an amazing performance by both of them. And then it was Cammy versus John, and
Yes.
oh my gosh, that whole thing was incredible. They both killed it. She had this like theatrical thing going, and I really loved that Cammie took John's notes of kind of making it this more like eerie, softer,
Hmm.
the vibey Billie Eilish vibe, because she took that and she took that note and totally like interweaved it with her own style and totally made it her own, which I thought was awesome. I really thought
Yeah.
it looked like Doja Cat. That was like my first instinct whenever I saw her.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and yeah, so I thought I loved her vibrato. I love that she took John's note as well. And then for John, when he sang All by Myself, I was like, this song, first of all, is a great song choice. I really digged that. I thought that he really did a good job with it. And he had a strong connection with the song, which was really like a powerful thing behind it, which I was like, wow, he killed it. He was just so beautiful. Yeah, I just like I have little notes right here that I was writing down when I was watching it. I really just wrote killed it, chills. I loved his rendition. He's really good at just the high belting. It was just
Yes.
so I'm like how so yeah,
Well, you said it was a strong song choice,
yeah,
but it was for him. But in real life, that's a risky song choice because that's
yeah,
such a hard song. And obviously, he did it in Celine's kind of style,
right,
which
exactly,
there's not
yeah.
many people on these competitions that would take on Celine, Whitney, you know.
Yeah,
So
exactly. No, that I mean, when I said it was a good song choice, I mean definitely a challenge of a song for sure.
yeah,
But I think it
yeah.
totally fit his story and him himself too. I also loved like just within his song, like how he took the chances to go down for the first couple ones, just so that higher
Hmm.
note, that high long one, was way more effective. And I think he totally just crushed it. Um, so yeah, and then there's the four-way knockout, which I was like kind of just tossed up with. So actually, my grandma told me about Julia. She actually was the first person to tell me about her because I went to my grandma's house for Thanksgiving, and she was like, Joanna, you have to follow this girl. Like she's from Ohio. And so I started following her journey, and so then that was the first person I like had really like a connection to, like for this season of
Yep.
The Voice. And um so I was kind of like, I saw her in the four-way and I was like, okay, well, this is like the person I'm rooting for, I guess, because my grandma told me about her. But I think they all did such a great job. I think my two favorites were definitely Julia and Laria.
Hmm.
I just think they both crushed it with the songs that they were given. And yeah, honestly, like I think those are my two favorites, but everybody killed it. That Bocelli song was like incredible. Um,
Talk another great song choice, and I'm really interested to see how audiences are going to react to it. You know,
right,
like it was amazing, but do people know that that was amazing? You know, like
right. Like I never know. It's hard with like the opera stuff because I remember Mandy did an opera song
yes,
in Austin
yes.
as well, and it's like there's definitely like the appreciation that some people just don't have for that kind of art that I feel like it can kind of go. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it sounds so beautiful, you know what I mean? And so I think some people, but since it's not this modern thing, people have less an appreciation for it, even though it's just like one of the most powerful, song choices. And doing like these, I'm pretty sure it's Italian, right? Or I'm not sure exactly what languages they
I
use,
would think it is. Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah. And so like doing songs like that, like art forms, I don't know what they're called, but yeah, those are just like super powerful, and I can see bringing them to a competition setting like that, and how that could be, a pro and a con. But I definitely hope
Yeah.
people give it a chance and enjoy it, because I definitely was so blown away by him, Ryan. Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely. I think that Adele song was perfect for Laria. I think she gave it like all that she had. And so did Julia and Taryn. They all killed it. Honestly, I don't have an opinion. I'm kind of rambling now.
It's so tough. I mean, obviously they all four did amazing. Duh. You
Yeah.
know. We'll just now it's up to America. You know, and we'll see how people are feeling, you know.
Yeah, so we find out the next episode. Is that correct?
Yeah, the live start on Monday, and I they'll probably announce it at the top of the hour, and then that winner will then perform. So all four of them are rehearsing for the lives right now.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
actually, Joanna, I was going back and looking at your journey, and I forgot how crazy yours was because you had three coaches
Yeah,
and
that
you were
was
a wild card and you won the wild card. I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot about her crazy cool journey on the show.
definitely a roller coaster of emotions.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity because I got to work with all of, almost all of them. So I'm
I know
glad.
it's stressful, but I still think that's the better way to do it if
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
possible, you know? Like,
exactly.
yeah.
Totally. So, yeah, I think about it a lot, and it's honestly like it's funny because I still have dreams about it. Like
No.
I was just on the voice stage again, like just with random dreams with like random people involved. Like Blake Shelton will just walk into my dreams sometime, and I'll be like, oh yeah, there's.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely changed me a lot. Like I had this huge experience, and then coming back down to this like real world school environment and just trying to figure out like what my best path is in the career like area of my life. Um, but yeah, I mean, just trying to work on music and try to get that momentum continuing. And yeah,
Well, I love all the choices that you're making. So
thank
I say keep it up. I think you're doing a great job. In fact, and I completely forgot that you were in school. So the fact that you are still doing great on from what I'm seeing with your music and then doing that on top of it, that's awesome. So
thank you so
great job.
much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I'll let you go, but before I do, first of all, thank you for joining us and recapping last night's episode with us. Your notes were great. It was great to hear from a voice that I respect and enjoy, so it was really neat to hear your opinion on everyone last night.
Thank you so much for having me on.
And is there anything you want to tell everyone that's watching? Like I mentioned, you put a lyric music video up recently, but is there any direction you'd like to send people to find your music and all that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have 3 songs out on Spotify, Best of Me, Good
Mhm.
Side, and Sister of Nostalgia. And I'm currently working on an album, but in the meantime, I am about to drop a live series of original music that I did with one of my friends in St. Louis, and that's dropping tonight. So that'll be
Oh,
out on my platform. Yeah, and you can click it and watch it if you'd like. But
will
yeah.
do. Great timing.
So thank you so much for having me on. It's been a pleasure to talk with you again.
You too. We really, really appreciate it. And have a great rest of your year. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. All right, that was Joanna Serenko. She was on last season's The Voice, and she stopped by today to help us recap last night's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Like, yes, Sister Nostalgia is so good. It is on YouTube right now, and you can find it anywhere. Go check out her music. She's great. This is Craig Ries with Hollywood Junket.